What's up guys? So after I finished record the video for the new build, I found that my mic has some problem. It didn't capture all my voice, so I have to play the video and tell you guys again because it's around 47 minutes and this is I haven't edited yet. So about this new build is called Berserker Burst build. We are using Berserker Hero Trait talent like this burst. The burst is a trigger powerful blast damage. Whenever you build up your rage, you will blast. You will have a burst 0.4 seconds. And you have to, the other one is select this one, tunnel vision, minus 25% extra damage dealt by active skill, and the additional burst area. This like plus 120 additional burst damage. This increase the burst damage a lot. These two hero trials together. And this the core item is the necklace. All the other rest you can change. And this is the weapon 2x. This is our core item. Try to get more than 10 rage on hit. When I got this, it's around 10 FE. Now it's getting a bit expensive on Asia server. And for this build, it's like because we are not using boarding angle, and we will find that the way Berserker move and attack will be a bit slow because the way we build out rage is much slower without this boarding angle. That is the only bad thing about this build, is that we are moves too slow. But the damage is like too high. Because we move fast and attack fast is because of Berserker. When we go on Berserk mode. And then now I'm going to go for the training dummy. This is without favor. Sometimes I can get to 87 million with 100 stack of favor. You hit much higher. 999. So favor is one of our main, like we have to build it out very fast so that we can do high burst. And without it, my damage is around 80, depending on critical damage. 80 million. And that's why the necklace is our core, and Raging Heart, there's a lot of like this type of cheap one is already corrupted and you only have 5 rage, so don't buy this type. Buy those that is more than 10. If you can get, if you have enough currency FE, go for the maximum rage you get, or the one that is corrupted. But I haven't tested it out yet, so I'm not really sure which one is better. At first I bought the 5 rage with 5 FE, and the way I build up my Berserk mode is very slow. So after I try the cheap one, I go find a expensive one. Not really expensive, it's more like 15. It's like, oh, 12. I bought it with 12 with a 10 rage and 9 strength and enough critical strike rating. So if you can get 18 or the corrupted one, but the corrupted one I'm not sure how it works because that is so expensive to test it out. Let me fast forward. So you have to look around to find the state that you need. Like go to advanced and then go find the necklace. Go to advanced, second tab, and then base gear, find the name, search item level 85, and then the strength 60 is the max. This can't be searched, reach on hit, that one can't be searched more than 50, and then critical strike rating, this is also a must. Try to get more than 70, around 70 or 75. Like you have a 10, like, but the rage you have to look at before you buy. You have to always look at the rage. This is a good one, but 40. And retro, that type we don't really use it. It's like you have to find around the auction house, the trade house to find the one that you need. I spend a lot of time. I can buy cheap and sell high because I waste my time looking through all the trade house. Like this type is also not bad, but it's cost 20. But the strength is not max because we are pure physical strength build. Bleed help us. The bleed help us to increase more. But this one is like what, green 8 rage is this useless. Oh, for the corrupted one is it reduce the cooldown, the second for you to use the critical strike. The max is 18. Is if you can corrupt it and you can sell it very high if you success. This type can buy, but it's like I will try to find around 15 and below. See if you can buy a cheap one. Because we still need a lot of currency on our weapon. Like we have to craft the weapon ourselves, and for crafting weapon I already spent like over a lot currency. And later there will be another guide for how to craft it, and that one also have no audio, so I will have to use my record version because I already spent all my currency on it. And this last word of chaos, you can use it, like you can buy the cheap one. Just look at the strength and how much FE you have, and this trial of this is also good for endgame, but it's so expensive right now. And it's also depend on gear, and for equipment, your chest is also another core item. So this mode they have like around, yeah, the everlasting frame. This, if you have enough, you can go buy it. And look at the strength. More strength you have, more damage you have, because this is a strength bleed build. Like I will go sell stuff, keep selling stuff, go find and see what is the rating. Oh, and this is the guy that create this build. Chinese player, a POE player, Path of Exile. If I translate the name is what, favor loneliness. And this time was in my afternoon. He's streaming, like he have the build. Like I have to talk about him because he's the one that shared this build out, and this build help you get past to time mark 8. And he's the only one that found this build in in China test server, no one played this build before. He's the first one that created this build. And he called it a Berserker burst build. And for all these, just get physical damage and your resistance, attack, resistance, and regen HP. Because you want to be tanky. It's like most of my gear is around tier 2 or tier 3. Tier 1 is all lucky one. And the shoe and the belt is all from my Whirlwind Fire Strength build. I only changed the chest, hand, necklace, helmet. I don't think my ring changed too. And both weapons. Yeah, I forgot what I said. Let me skip. Oh yeah, not here. Like, and the other one is when you craft, if you have enough currency, maybe in the endgame, cooldown recovery speed skill with our burst. It will reduce the cooldown of 0.4 second burst time. No, he will burst 0.4 second. Every time 0.4 second when we are on Berserker Berserk mode, it will trigger the burst. So cooldown recovery speed will give us like maybe lesser the cooldown, and we can burst using the burst more. Bear with me. It's like this is the only way I can like don't waste this 47 minutes of my life and I have to say it again. Like reduce the cooldown of our 0.4 second. Shoe, just now is shoe and belt. We have that. And from our talent tree on Shadow Dancer, that's one, this one. That's one that reduce the cooldown. Is this one. It reduce our cooldown. Minus our trigger damage, but it reduced 12% of our cooldown's recovery speed. Our belt and shoe. So cooldown recovery speed. If you can get T1, but from what the Chinese player, he said that to get T1 he wastes a lot of currency. So in the beginning, don't go for it. Wait for endgame, whereby you find a lot of currency and then go craft it yourself. Like learn to craft. Later I will have another guide on crafting. And for endgame, you must have erosive resistance. So look at your resistance. Try to get more than 75, like 85 and above, so that some of the map that reduce your resistance, you still can run it. T2, T3, like mostly is regen health from chest, and here is the strength. And the ring, we have core, like this or the resistance all depend on yourself. And most of the time I use my pet, the pet to get resistance. So that your gear sometimes is so hard to get the exact like tier 2 or tier 2 or 3 resistance state. And this is the, like for the shoe, we don't need the ignite. I haven't changed it. You can get the resistant one. I believe the armor one, strength build is should be fire resistant. So get resistant. I always get resistant first. End game, then we talk about damage. Like try to get all T1. End game, you have to get T1. If not, you have not enough damage to even kill the hardest boss in this game. And I'm still like the one that this belt that is on my Whirlwind Fire build, I still can use it right here. And now to the state, and for weapon. And there's one part for this weapon, for this build. I forgot, we have to bleed the target to increase the damage. There's somewhere around that said it. I forgot where is it. So that's why now everyone's switching this axe to this one. When you hit the target, you add bleed to it. And I believe when you add bleed to it, you increase your damage somewhere. Or is it increase your favor? Yeah, increase the critical rate. And this I say that when you craft your gear, if you get a T1, as long as it have a strength, neither is strength intelligence or strength dex, it's still fine. Because in the future we will change this gear out to all T1. Right now it's just we just use it to help us get past through like the beginning of time mark 8. Like using this gear is cost around the same for Fire Whirlwind build. And I can get to time mark 8, whereby when I use Fire Whirlwind build, I can't get to time mark 8. And I kill bosses very slowly. Let me skip this part. And this is the weapon. Like all this, like the state is really like shit. T2, T1. I'm lucky that I get a T1 on strength. Like you can follow, I will screenshot it, or you want to follow it on the guide. And we really need the critical strike rating. And the other one I get AoE. I believe you can get AoE or physical damage. It's like because all these guide I just follow other player. I don't have enough knowledge to tell everyone why we use this this state. I need some time to learn this game. It's like this, the last whole week I was like farming, like push myself to time mark 7, like rush almost every day to time mark 7. So there's still a lot of thing I haven't learned. I'm still not sure why we must spec like this. So most of it I find in the Chinese website. What they say I just follow. Maybe I'm wrong because I just follow them. A lot of things I'm not sure why they use that. It's like the damage. All these later on the crafting guide I will say. This I can skip. Like the X one. We don't need to use this, we use this one. Like AoE damage is around here, so we get the physical damage. This is gear physical damage, so we should get this physical damage or AoE damage. We don't want element. Like this is the other weapon that I craft and I sell it. It's not, the state is not really that good. Like strength is most of part of it. Like we always put in strength. This is HP regen. And then this is the strength. Like the ring always get resistance first. And right, well, I'm not sure what I'm doing now. Let me skip. Like yeah, I always get past 75 to get more resistance so that I can still run map, even if the map reduce my resistance. Like this is my pack, mostly is resistant. This is Ember drop. Ember drop and drop. Right. If I have resistance, I will just take it. so that it will be much more easier to make our equipment state. If my resistance too high, I can lower it, but don't even need to lower it. Now it's the skill time. We use Whirlwind and I'll link our skill with Harden and Guard so that we are tanky, don't die. We use Whirlwinds because we can build up the rage much faster. And then channel preparation, Raging Slash is because of step strike. When you reach certain point, reach the amount of point, you'll become the huge AoE so that we can slash everything. And then Mark, we use Mark on the when you hit the target, you will take increased damage. The enemy will take increased damage. So all this is just to help us to give burst more damage. And for all these other skills all depend on every player have different type of using it. And when you see me run, Mass Effect give me 2 Bloodthirst. And if your mana is too low, you can use Cost Convention. Maniac, I'm still not sure why we must use it. And this precise acute imbat, I believe should be pronounced like this, but you just use the acuteness. If you have enough FE, you can buy this precise and use blinding. Attack focus, increase the damage of it. Attack focus, mark, binding, you increase the damage of your And price preserve, we get this Fierceless for melee attack speed. If you don't have enough FE, you can just use the Fierceless. Don't need to buy this. This is like over 20. I believe it's over 20. And why we use Swiftness Precise is because of 5% cooldown recovery speed. And I level it up too high. I shouldn't have leveled up until this high. This I didn't buy it. It's a drop from one of the bosses. I forgot which one. And then you always get mana. Like when you have not enough mana, then you have to use the Cost Convention. Like mana enough for you to regen your mana. Don't need to go this high. Look at your own. Everyone is different. And cast on critical strike, fistics, and vulnerability. And then this precise regeneration, I bought it very cheap. It's like I bought this for 7, and level 16 is also 7, 21 is also 7, so I straight away bought it. It's like so cheap, and I just use it, and my life restore speed is so fast. It's just that sometimes when you have enough FB, look around auction house, you can find something that is like worth more than what is dead. And this is the time when someone follow me on my then I go off the alert. Okay, let's skip. And this is the talent. The talent tree is we use God of War, Ranger, Shadow Dancer. Brutality, and then instant mash. Oh yeah, this one. That's why we have to bleed 100% additional bleed damage by critical strike against critical strike damage against bleeding enemy. That's why we need the X. And then this I will share the talent builder on the Torchlight helper build. I will share the build there. You can look on the video or you go to the website and see. I already like make it out. in the beginning, if you're really short of critical strike damage, you can get this node. And then gravity is not bad. Impeding. It's like I still need time to like go to know why we must take it. And for the resistance, it's always a good one. Plus 15 resistance, so that when I'm making our gear, we don't need to like everything have to be T1 or resistant. In the beginning, it helped. And for this one, first get this critical strike to animate enemy. You'll kill them much faster. And then critical for fever. Get the middle one, then the bottom one, and then the top one. And then Shadow Dancer, we will get this. All is from God of War. We get Blunt. Sorry. We get Blunt, it ignore enemy armor, because we only do physical damage, and 3% for trigger skill to deal double damage per 4 favor rating. That's why we have to stack favor very fast. So all our talent tree mostly is help you take the point that increase our favor rating. Have to reach 100 very fast. That's why I saw some. I think I saw the Chinese guy. He reached 999 by 1 second. So one hit he reached 999. I believe so. That time I saw him when he doing a training dummy. Like here is mostly trigger damage, critical strike damage. Like this is the cooldown recovery speed. Like all these shielded mana. This for trigger skill. I believe it's for the acute impact, because that is also can trigger. I'm not sure it reduce or not. I'm still testing out. And then this is for AoE damage. This is the talent tree. And for the Berserker active, then you do the burst. I'm not sure why I say that again. Then this is the skill. And this, if you have the cash, can grab this because of this 4% skill area per 100 strength. You see that your AoE is big, and 2% chance to deal double damage per 100 strength. That's why you have to stack a lot of strength to get these two. When it's high, that's why we instant kill enemy because of the double damage. Just that the only necklace is the core. The rest up to you guys whether you have enough currency or not. The chest also to buy it, favor lasting frame for the strength. And all these I will screenshot it and share it to the Google Sheet, so that if you guys are crafting can take a look at the state there and try to get T1. And I say him again, like all the build, all the credit have to go to him, because he's the one that helped a lot of players get to time mark 8. And this all happened like 4 or 5 days ago when he shared out his build. He's even in the tap forum, the mobile tap version. His build is there. And I run the timer 8. It's like you can see how fast I kill them. Just that you walk very slow, because we are used to having boiling anger and we can just jump and build out rage very fast. Now we build out rage slow. Move speed, attack speed is slow. So we have to use butters For me, when I travel, I always do Bloodthirst to like move faster, and you can see how fast we kill. And oops. Why can't I speed up? Oh, this speed up is this one. Sorry. It's like it's like the rage. It's like the normal speed is like this. You can see how slow we run and we move. It's very slow because of without rage, without Berserk mode. But we kill enemy very fast. And you kill much faster when you have 100 favor rating. And then I speed up. It's like all this is like time mark 8. I run like time mark 7. And you keep going. Dun, 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 dun. That's why the mass effect, I think so, that's what it called. Put it on Bloodthirst, it helps so much when you travel, because this increase move speed. When you are small, it means that the effect has dropped. And this is the boss. You can see how fast the boss die with one hyper favor, but his immunity, that's why he didn't die. And then the second boss come up. And then he defeat very fast. It's like so much faster if you compare it into the fire build. Fire wielding build. And I always like to use the compound potion. And this the run for Berserker. And on time mark 8, I haven't do Void Leaf. I haven't done the End of Confusion because I'm not sure my damage is there or not. And I just tried all this yesterday. From yesterday, I know that I can get to I can kill this Traveler, Void Reef Traveler, and then the Rimrod. And today I just get to time mark 8. Like when I make this video, then I try go to time mark 8. If not, I didn't even go there because I don't have enough beacon for time mark 8. And like right now I have 136. Later when I make the crafting guide, I only left like what 60 or 80. Because my frame sam run out very fast. It's going to end soon. Again, I say about him. I will link his website from Bilibili to the description there. Can go try out his build. I know it's all Chinese, but you can look at his build. If you can understand Chinese, you can hear what he say. He have more idea about the build. For me, I just copy and share with everyone. Because this really help us get past through time mark 8, whereby those item and equipment that let us get to time mark 8 costs over 1,000 for whole body gear, like for your whole gear. Oh, and this is the next build preview. Divine Shot, Karino. I will show you guys how he fight. It's also melee class again, not melee class, melee build. You can see how fast it build up the damage with 100 favor. This just let you guys see. The next build I will try to make this. I still level it, trying to level it up. And then this the weapon. Later my crafting guide will be crafting his axe, and my fire ring build all pass to Divine Shot. Because if I sell it, I don't think it will worth much more, because it only like most of it is tier 3 state. It's not even tier 1. And like this one I craft halfway. So I try to figure out how to craft the new way to save resource for crafting. All will be shared on my next video about crafting and map system. And for him, if you want to play this build, try to go auction house and see how much it sell Fatal Silent. This is his main. He only have this main glove. Like, you increase your critical strike damage. Like right now, it's like the prices keep jumping up because a lot of people is playing it. So try to see your region, how much they sell. If it's cheap, buy and play it. And this belt, in the beginning, it helped. It helped you. So if it's cheap, buy it and use it. Right now, like on the Asia server, it's cheap. That's why I can buy and use it. And that's it for the Rehan Berserker Burst build. Like I say again, I'm just sharing this build. I'm not the maker, and this build just have to like I have to tell everyone, because on the next season, I don't think they will nerf this build this season. They sure will nerf it next season, because the Berserker burst build damage is so high. Like 1 second you can get to 999 million. It's like so crazy amount of damage that you can get. So, and if you find that my video is helpful, give me a like and subscribe. In the future, I will make more about this type of video, like build that I find interesting to play. Like for like this Divine Shot is interesting to play because he's range class, but you play him as a melee because of this Ember of Hammer or something, because he's a projectile. Like this is like so fun. Like the explosion is so big. Like I will try to find more this type of fun build rather than everyone play the same build. It's like yeah, I mostly will find it in the Chinese forum, like, and come and share with everyone, so that everyone have a great time with the game. If you have any question, just comment down below. I try my best to reply. And I'm going to go make the next video. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you guys. Bye bye.